that going. Good morning, everybody. That light on. Guys, it is Christmas week. Markets are going to be closed a half day on Wednesday and closed completely on Thursday. In one sec. Alrighty. So, hourly time frame wise, I'm really not seeing too much support below us. It's like, I don't know, man. We had this area was resistance right here. We broke it. We held it as support yesterday. Let's see. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. What's up, YouTube? What's up, Profex Nava? Definitely butchered that. I apologize on that on YouTube. What's going on? Guys, look at gold is at new all-time highs. Silver also made some all-time highs as well. I believe silver was above 67. I think it even hit above $69 an ounce. Yeah, 69. That's crazy. That is absolutely absurd. Silver just keeps going and going. We can take a look at gold and see if gold wants to sort of rally off that continuation as well. Hey, good morning, Adonis. What's going on, bro? Good morning, good morning. Let's see. So making some higher highs, higher lows. Previous day high, previous day low. I mean, we just shot up. So 4-hour time frame. What I'd like to see, we have this area of resistance. Check out, this is where we double topped in the past, right? This is where we made all-time highs around October. We've then pulled back. We pulled back about 15%, I want to say. 10%. 10% on gold. And have since came back all the way back up. Made our way back up, I believe, going to be 15%, whatever it is. Let's see, 12%. Going to be over 15 soon. This area, this 4-hour where we double topped before, now becomes my support zone. So if price can stay above this area, I'll look for price to retrace and hold somewhere within that zone. So we're on the 4-hour now. We can check some lower time frames and see if there's anything that formed there. And I also want to throw my volume profile up there as well and just see if there's any kind of imbalance or anything of interest. Nothing really standing out too strong. Where did that go? 45 hourly. Oh, I gotta change the visibility on it so I could see it on those other time frames too. Because I really wanted to see, like, okay, so right here, you see how it really falls off in volume right there? So I wanted to see, okay, look, it lines up with the 30-minute fair value gap as well. It is within this range, and that also marked as an area of resistance, and that was on Thursday. So we broke it Friday. We even pulled back and held it on, this was Sunday overnight. So I do want to see 44.11, 44.11 on gold. Let's see, book map. Good morning, everybody. What's going on? 44.11, guys. It is Christmas week. Happy holidays for everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're ready to spend some time with the family. Some upside targets on gold, 44.78. So I'm definitely going to be looking more bullish on gold. See if it does want to try to rally. I just don't see at this point any entries, right? We have sort of that D shape where we have volume is sort of scattered, right? We have big volume here, low volume here, low volume here, bigger volume, lower volume, bigger volume. So it's just like that D pattern where there's nothing really too clear other than, again, this big fall off right here. So that's the only big area I would want to look for. When I say big, I don't mean large. When I say big, I mean like higher probability, a stronger zone. At this point, though, that is about, let's see, it's about 52 points away. Call for a very strong pullback in the market. We've seen pullbacks on gold for about 16 points, so I don't think a 50-point pullback is going to be reasonable. So what I'll do is I'll look for the 15-minute time frame and see if maybe there's any order blocks that formed or some type of newer demand zone, something to give me a little bit more of an area of interest. Say, okay, listen, every time price came down here, price held up, buyers showed up. Okay, great. Now that's a great sign. This is now what I want to see, because also if we're able to come back to that point, so look, price is making higher highs, higher low, came back higher low, higher high. So if it pulls back again and holds that zone, we're buying the range. So we're buying the bottom of the range and we're looking to get out at the highs of the range. But we're also trading with the trend because we're making higher highs, and I'll be looking for us to create higher lows off of that. 30-minute time frame as well. Now I'm going to mark it on the 32 right here because this is also a good point. Basing area before markets really rallied. Would like to see a retest of that zone to go along, and that's what I'm looking for on gold today. They're flipping in the back right now. Let's see, daily time frame. I don't think we had any economic news come out. Today is Monday. Take a quick look. I doubt it. See any high impact news, some China stuff. Ukraine military hit Russia oil terminal. Oh, what happened? Weren't they just talking about peace a couple weeks ago? That really lasted. So that would go up on gold, right? Because it's a uncertainty, worry about some type of war or fighting in the world. That drives gold higher. Gold slightly bullish. Safe haven, gold the strongest. Other safe havens are sort of weak at the moment. Economic calendar, see if anything comes out today. I doubt it. I don't think anything comes out this week. We got Christmas on Thursday. Right, these are all bill auctions. Durable goods tomorrow at 8:30. Same with GDP advance. It's not going to be the biggest of impacts. I don't think that's regular GDP. Consumer confidence Tuesday too, though. Okay, so 10 o'clock. So tomorrow we got some news, guys. 8:30 and 10. Wednesday we just got some bill auction. Initial jobless claims Wednesday as well. Not going to have the biggest impact. It'll give us like a 5-10 point move and might give us a little bit of a trend, but not a big impact like a CPI type of day. But nothing today. Tomorrow we got news. So something I'd note on the S&P 500 is today, I'll show you. So this indicator I have on my chart here, this red level marks the New York session low, New York session high. Yellow level is the midnight opening price level. And then this blue level is the gap fill. When we open above all of them, that sets up for something called the ultimate reversal setup. Now, what that is on Edgeful is it's like a statistic-based trading setup, and I'll show you how and which reports you look at. Let's see. Good morning, guys. What's going on, everybody? Let's see. Edgeful. So the first report we look at, and the first thing we see on the ES is that New York session, right? So let me just make sure, do I have market sessions? We'll put market sessions on here too. Make it a bit easier to see. And I just want to turn off the sessions other than New York. Okay, so previous New York session, high and low. Where are we right now? We're above that New York session, right? We're going to be opening somewhere up here. So it's going to be an outside day. So on Edgeful, I want to check the report, outside day report. Outside days. Good morning, guys. If you're here on YouTube, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. NQ, outside day. So New York session, of course. 70% reversed back down. So 70% of the time in the past 6 months, we've reversed back to that range. So that would make this a price target right there. Oh no, this is NQ. Let's check ES. ES is 83% back lower. That's huge. It's even more. That's stronger. Okay, so what's the second report we're going to look at is going to be the midnight open. Oh, what we can also do is check by weekday and see Mondays. Okay, Mondays aren't as strong for those bullish outside days. It went from 83% for standard to just 62% reversed back down on bullish for Mondays. See, standard was 83%, now it was 60 something. Market's open in about a minute. So the next report we look for is the gap fill. Gap fill ES, gap size. So gap fill, gap up 66%, but we want to look at by week. We can look at by weekday for a second. I'm sure it's going to be, yeah, more of a 50-50. I've noticed Mondays are a lot stronger this past 6 months, past year really. On ES and Q, Mondays are a lot more bullish, so a lot of the bearish reports don't do too well. So look at this, gap up on NQ on ES, 0.49% size. Gap up does not fill 62% of the time. So if that's the case, right? So this range right here, that's 83% trades back within. Okay, well now this price level only gets hit 38. So those are contradicting reports right there. I'm not a big fan of that, but again, they are all lining up to the downside. We can look at the ICT opening retracement. Bullish retraced back 74% of the time. We could also look at by weekday on that one too, and by size as well. Very important to sort of go through those sub-reports to get more of an in-depth look at how markets have been respecting or reacting. Opened above, 67% retraced. So if anything off of those reports, guys, these two levels right here, this one and this one, become a bit more high probability. Definitely this one right here, the midnight, 6904. The previous day's range falls off a bit. That was 83, still high. 83% is great, but it was the gap fill that really fell off to just 38% filled on Mondays and this gap size. So be real careful on that. We can take a look at the ES here. And if that's the case, I would want to look for longs somewhere above that gap fill and see if that price level wants to hold as a stop loss. So there's a few ways we'll look to trade this today. I also mentioned earlier we had that low volume imbalance between 899 and the previous day's high, which is right at 6895. So I do want to see if we could sell. Markets just opened. See if we could sell off on the open for a good long position entry. CVD was very bullish before New York session open. My CVD resets on market open because it resets along with the session volume delta profile I have over here. Good morning, everybody. What's going on? Happy Monday. Happy holidays. Hope you're all doing well and ready for a great day and a great week. What do you guys say, YouTube? Yo, Ricardo.
How are you, bro?
Dude, I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Excellent.
Good, bro. Good. Good morning, everybody. What's up, Andrea, Ozzy, Marziti? Good morning, Marziti.
Morning.
How are you?
Okay. Daggone eye surgery's healing at an incredibly slow rate here, so I'm still having a little trouble seeing, but I can see the monitors okay. I just can't see real life.
Well, I hope you feel better. I hope it starts to recover a little
Oh, it's
faster.
coming. It's just taking its dear sweet time.
Got you. S&P with a nice turn to the upside. Could also check on gold. Gold was another that I wanted to see pull back for a possible entry near these lows. Add an alert over here. Yes, with a nice rally. This possible Christmas rally. Possible Christmas rally. Could look to delete this zone on NASDAQ. 2 hour, 3 hour, not much supply above us on NQ, so I would definitely be a bit more bullish than bearish, but I'm also looking for any support below us, and we still have that ultimate reversal set up below us too, so I don't want to be too quick to like buy the highs. Like, we could let markets play out and either show us that we are moving higher or fail and show us that we can move lower and head towards those targets. Equities are taking a bit of a hit off the market open. I will now update my volume profile over here. Oops. I'm going to update this one. We're going to bring it to the New York session open. And it's going to be right on this current candle. I'll put it on 925. But it'll develop more as markets move. So we'll just keep an eye on it. Right now, this would sort of be, those low volume shelves are what we look for support or resistance. Right now, I see resistance off of this 925. We're finding some selling pressure. NASDAQ week 2. Could possibly be a short based off of that ultimate reversal setup. But let's just be a little patient here. See how markets do want to play out. I like the selling pressure. I do like the selling delta too. CVD, what's the VIX doing? VIX was trying to move lower, which would be bullish, but it does look like it's trying to reverse off of 1480. I don't really have any key levels here. I'd probably just want to be a little patient on ES, but it does look like it's getting ready to take out new low of day. That is great. NASDAQ weak. Is the Dow also weak? No, Dow's moving higher, so I'm not going to jump in shorts just yet on ES, but I am going to be patient, and that's what I'm going to be looking for. Good selling volume. Again, if we look for that ultimate setup, that's going to bring us down to, let's see, bring us somewhere far. That's for sure. So if that's the case, I don't want to be jumping the gun into an entry just to get stopped out. So I'm going to be targeting that previous New York sessions range. If I take a short, that's my target. So now I want to be patient and look for my entry. Looks like it's trying to form off 19 and 20. Right there on the ES for a short position. 1875, so 19-ish of an entry. 21 for a stop. We'll see. Like right in there. But it's not really a low volume area, so I'd actually want to see a bit of a stronger move lower. So 12 seconds left on this 5-minute. I'd like to see the next 5-minute also give us a move lower, and then on that following 5, I'll look for the pullback entry, and then we'll take it short off of the low volume shelf. Hopefully we create one over this next move lower on the 5-minute here. I like that we're forming some of these fake orders up here. I'd almost want to give it a shot if we could start reversing. What's our weighted index doing? The weighted index, bit of a rejection. Let me get that out of there. If we start selling here, I would consider a short, but I really need to see some selling pressure. We are above some key resistance, and being above key resistance, that becomes support. So let's just wait and see how this wants to play out. CVD is negative. We're pulling back right now. We are above that original area I was looking for, but remember, I needed us to break lower for that area to actually be considered. So let's see. VIX try and move higher. Weighted index is weak. I do like it here on shorts on ES. Could take it just one short, stop at the high we just made, and if it stops out, it stops out. So I'm in short ES, one contract at 1825. Stop is at 2125, my apologies. Looking for these sellers to take some control here. I liked the weighted index was weak. Nvidia made new low a day. Google's starting to bounce a little here, but I also like these orders that started to form on ES. I wanted to see us start to break lower. And if we could really start to break with some volume too, we have some price targets too to the downside. Nothing major on Bookmap, but nothing really to the upside either. So I'd want us to try to protect this 2175. If we fail that 2175, then I'm out of the shorts and we'll just be patient. But I'm looking for that to try to form as a lower high right there. But we did make a lower low off of it, so I'd like to see us go make another lower low. Buyers trying to bring it back a little bit. VIX is chopping, so I'd like to see a weaker ES off of that. 3 minutes left in this 5 minute, though. We are looking like we're trying to break above that 2175. 2150 is my stop. So if it does break above there, I'm out. And then just one contract, playing it lighter because we got a bit of a range here. NAS just hit its midnight price level. There we go, ES with some selling. We want to see a break below this 916.
6911 is the volume profile session.
Nice. Let's see some sellers. Buyers are trying to hold the 6915 right here. Be careful on that. A lot of selling delta right now, though, too. So I do like the selling delta. CVD's trying to move lower, which is bullish, so be careful on that, but it's pretty weak. It's been struggling. Minute 47 left, but that VIX is definitely giving us a little hope for the buyers, so be careful on the shorts, but stop loss hasn't moved. It's still at that 2150.
ES is chopping on a trend line currently at 6916.75. This has been a pretty strong trend line.
Yeah. I'd like to see us start to break through. We're getting a little weaker below us, but I'd really need to see some volume on this move lower. Gotta get below 16 here. If it doesn't, we might reverse back up to that 2175. Minute 05 left. I really needed a break below VWAP on this 5 minute. NQ starting to hold up off that midnight price. There we go. ES with a little bit of a move lower. Come on now. Let's get it. Let's get it. Get it. Come on. Baby, come on. Baby, come on. Is Dow moving lower yet? Dow's moving lower. NASDAQ's pulling back. I almost want to exit off of that alone right there. Because, yeah, if we're range bound. Or if the buyers step in. I don't want to be in a short off of buyers stepping in. But let's see. We'll try to let this 5 close. 26 seconds left in it. We do see more selling volume than buying volume, so I don't want to scare out of this short. I want to try to let it run if it does run, because we do have those levels to the downside. The levels I'm referring to is really that New York session high off of 68.94. 68.94 is down here. So the 5 minute closed more bearish. I'm going to hold it. I'm just going to stay patient. Nice move there. Dow's still pretty weak. Need to see the way the NASDAQ start to sell too for ES to continue.
ES is at VWAP.
Yep. Yep, be careful here. A lot of selling delta. But, yeah, VWAP might be a good exit if we range from here. Let's see. Selling delta. Selling delta is negative 2,000, so they've really been selling the market more than buying. I'll get out if it gets up to 2175. I'm sorry, 2150 is my stop loss. And I will look to try to hold this towards that previous New York session. I don't like the levels they're trying to form up here. Sometimes they do that if they're forming them as targets. But I'm looking at the volume that's been forming today, and it's been more bearish. So I'd like to see another break lower, and we've been making new lows with that bearish volume. So until that starts to fail too, I don't want to change my bias just yet. Like if we make another new low here off of 1350, then guess what? We're staying on that bear side.
Hey, Kevin. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Dan. What's going on?
I was hanging on to a drawdown all day, and it just paid off in that sell-off.
Nice.
Um, the only thing is just a warning that on the NQ, where it is now, has been holding for 7 hours pretty much.
Ah,
So
got you. Thank you,
it could
Dan.
be, it's quite a significant level.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, equity's pulling back right now. Meta at new high a day. Google's pulling back, and Nvidia looks like it's trying to push lower though. So again, if these equities can start to get weak, ES and Q, these are all going to follow. I'd still like to see a new low day made. Okay, new low day just ticked lower on ES. We're still in the short. VIX trying to move higher now. That's more in our favor. I'm in just one position right now with one contract. Major level on the NASDAQ too. This is our midnight price level on NQ. We have, let's see, a possible price target here at 611. Another low right below it. Okay, I'll try it again, trying to hold this short. Look and see if we can trade towards that New York session high from yesterday. 68.95. NASDAQ getting a little bit of weakness there. Nice. There's some more selling. Beautiful. Great. Huge, guys. Let's
Liquidity
go.
on the ES at 6909.25.
Nice. What's the Dow doing? Dow pulling back a little bit here. Almost just closed out my book map by accident. Here's some selling pressure. Need to see VIX is trying to move higher too. We do have some support here of 69.11, 69.10. Want to just see us completely run through this price level at 69.10 here on the ES. If we hold that, we are in an area of support. I'm actually not a big fan of holding shorts into this right now. Take a look at the ES for a quick second here. Because if we hold this low, if we hold that, that's a higher low right there. If we fail that low, we're golden. But if we hold that low, we're not golden. Actually coming back towards entry right now. That's how big of a pullback we're seeing. Off of just a little hold off the 12. So be careful. We got a lot of selling delta still. I'm not stopping out just because of a pullback. CVD has still been bearish. Gold looks like it's trying to move up. Dow is also trying to move up. Not a big fan of that for shorts on ES. Be careful now. Would want to just see this as a pullback though, right? People who went short down here, they stopped out just for price to move in their favor. Or people that go long up here just for price to move against them. So just be patient. CVD's still been more bearish. If we can breach above 1750, I'll be a bit more careful on my stop loss. I am going to move it down a little bit right now to 2075 just to play it a little safer. How's the Dow look? The Nas looking? Nas is holding that key level right now. Major key level there on NQ, but it swept one low, so I'd want to sweep the other. Really got to let this 5 and 15 close. 10 seconds left for the 15 to close, and that looks pretty solid on the 15 for Bears. 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So we'll hold it off the 15, but I do want to be a little careful. I feel like this could stop on or even head towards the 2375 area before continuing lower. This red zone now is an area of support, so I do want to try to get out if buyers step back in. VIX is trying to move back higher though. It's been range bound on the VIX really, so I'd be careful of that. CVD trying to curve up a little bit. Nothing major. We could check point of control on that last candle too. Oh, it's not going to let me change it in time. Let's see. It's lower. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's better. It's not lower. It's above. Really want to see a break below this area. If we can't, we might create a higher low here. So be careful. We've been making lower lows today, so I don't want to jump out right away right now. But if we hold this zone that's a higher low, we could reverse. Starting to hold it. Be careful. Yeah, I'm going to probably look to get out if we make... Yeah, not looking good here on the shorts anymore. Just be a little patient. See if we get one more move in our favor. We just swept that 1750. If If we get another move towards the 13s or 12s, I will look to get out. Here's the 15s, 1525s. 326 left in this 5 minute. Biggest thing was a very bearish 15-minute candle, though. So I'd like to see continuation off that. We make a new low, and hooray, hurrah, we're holding. We fail, and I'm going to just manually exit. So we're trying to break again lower, 13 minutes, till this 15 closes. Yeah, I'm just going to get out manually, guys. I'm not a fan of this, because it's broken. This red zone we're on right now is broken demand, is broken supply. That becomes demand in a lot of my playbook. So I don't want to be holding a short going into that in case we can squeeze and push back higher. Let's see. So locked in probably just about a couple points there. 120 bucks is like 2 points. Let's see. We do have those levels to the downside, so I wouldn't be against re-entering, but I'd really need to see like some type of break or something to really tell me, hey, all right, here we go. Gold is moving higher, 15-minute on gold. Ooh, we'll see, we'll see. There we go, ES trying to move up too. I'm glad I got out of that. We do still have targets to the downside, so again, I'm not completely against re-entering. Just really need to be patient at this point, right? And see if that setup does actually occur. Like if the weighted index could start dumping, the VIX could start pumping. So here we go, ES moving up into that 6920 area. RTH low volume is 22 to 25, 22 to 25. That's up here. That's really at the highs. Using the volume profile on TradingView, it shows me a low volume area right here. So if we can start to fail here, NAS also at a resistance point. Getting a little weak. I don't want to jump in short again right now. Just want to wait 1 second here, because it could just pump right back up. We got 53 seconds left. If we start to fail here, I will take it short. Weighted index looking okay. There we go. So trying to find buyers. Get below 17 again. I'll consider.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, good morning.
I would be, I would just be a little bit careful because it's been melting up to the upside all day, and we could get a double break. Or
Yeah.
we could at least leave it until it gets closer up to the top.
23 seconds left. I want to try to get back in a short on ES, but I do want to be careful on that. Like Dan said, we've sort of been melting up all day, plus Christmas rally could be a factor. I like the statistic levels to the downside. That's really what I was aiming for. So I'll take it one more here on ES, off like 17, but if it just goes right up to 1950 right now, I'm out. Yeah, it might. I'd want us to try to create a lower high here. But if we make another higher high off of a higher low, we could be flipping to the bull side here. So be very careful. This was an area of support. So again, an area of support, going short into it, not the most ideal, but we have a lot of selling volume. We have the statistical levels to the downside, so there really was a few things leaning more short. But right now, if we can hold, might not be. There we go. Come on now. Definitely have more selling delta than buying delta. Just got to remember that. But lately, ever since now 942, we've been making higher lows. So if we could start to take these out, if we could even take out 6912 or 6913, that would be massive. But we're looking to make another high right here. Yeah, I'm going to get out of that. Forget that. A lot more selling than buying, so I wouldn't be completely shocked to see a reversal. There's a big buyer, another big buyer. VIX moving lower. Okay, so again, this key support zone, key resistance became support. Should have been looking for longs down there a little bit. 30-minute closes in 8.5 minutes. Just be patient here. A lot of resistance above us in the low volume area. We're pretty range bound right now, really. The gold, anything on gold? Nothing really. 8 minutes for the 15 to close, 8 minutes for the hourly to close. We're just moving higher and selling, moving higher and selling, making higher lows lately, though. Be a little careful on that. NASDAQ holding up as the Dow is weak. Dow is weak. Be careful on that. Let's see. Off this 22. Remember, this was that lower volume area up here. 22 to 23. I just want to wait. We're making intraday some higher highs right now, some higher lows right now. But we haven't made a new higher high off of 68.28 yet. VIX moving lower, so I wouldn't be so quick to jump in a short right now either. A lot of equities are taking a bit of a hit, though. 2:03 left in the 5-minute. Looks like we might possibly be getting ready to rip here. But just be patient, because again, VIX moving lower is bullish. And we've been making higher lows. So don't sell just because we start to dip. Look, we started to dip, you sold, it would have went 2 points against you, would have been not the happiest. So just wait. Let markets sort of close, right? If things just flipped, we were just bearish, right? Now it looks like we're trying to turn bullish. Let's be patient. Let's really prove it. And let's see. Because there was a reason I was bearish. Well, okay, prove to me that we're not bearish. Show me that we're making some new highs, we're making some new lows, that volume's getting bullish too, the delta gets bullish. Without any of that, I don't see any trade here. Again, I do possibly see a lower high forming here. Off of that high right there. So 5-minute closes in 1 minute and 9 seconds. I'm going to let it close. No reason to rush into it, because guess what? We could close all the way up here, and if that's the case, I don't want to go short here just for it to stop me out. If anything, let it go bullish, and then I'll look for this area that I was using as resistance for longs, right? We'll flip that zone. If markets want to flip, I'll flip. Markets tell me jump, I'll say how high. We don't tell the market to jump. Market tells us to jump. We're here to react, not predict. Good morning, everybody. What's going on, guys? Happy Monday, man. See that moving higher? Glad we didn't jump in short. Say, oh, well, maybe now, this time will be different. Nope. Buyers were showing us higher highs, higher lows. So probably going to be looking for a long on the next 5-minute candle on the ES.
ES volume node right now, 69.22. Very important chop area.
Nice. Yeah, I see that. Okay. 20-ish, 18-ish stop loss. Gotta be so careful here, though, man. We're gonna see an aggressive pullback, because a lot of people finally reversed and are trying to go long here. So I would like to see those people instantly go in the red. Would even like to see us possibly run towards this 20. This is where I want to look for an entry. 69.20. VIX is moving lower. What's this blue?
All right, ES just filled in a fair value gap. We've still got that volume level at 69.22. So expect a little chop right here.
Let's see.
We're still inside since the market open. We have not taken out either market open high of day or low of day. So be mindful, and here we are in a chop zone.
Chop, chop, chop. Come on, pull us back. Looking for this 20 area. Stop loss is going to be 1750. 1750 is a little deep. 1750. Yeah, I guess entry around 20. 2075. 1750 is a little wide. It's not too wide. Just being patient on this entry. Just give it 1 second here. In case it melts around, dumps around and stuff. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna take it. Gave me a bit of a crap fill though. I'm not a big fan of that right now. So I'll probably look to get out of something for a scalp. VIX is still moving lower, which should help support us long. So I'm in long ES, we were able to flip our bias. I'm going to scalp a contract here just to lock in some gains. So we get to move up towards 25. Close. I think it'll run to it. Let's see. A little weakness here. VIX moving lower should help support us. Weighted index moving higher. Really want to see price start to move up here, but if the Dow is weak, which it's sort of consolidating, just be extra careful, guys. Be extra careful. Been making higher highs, higher lows, but we could just reverse and sweep all these lows out. Remember that. Markets love doing that. VIX still trying to move
Right.
lower.
So on the 1 minute, we've got ES, we've got 4 equal highs at 6923.75. So that's kind of like the line in the sand, exhaustion, or the sellers keep pushing back on that. Now the question is, do they throw in the towel and say, forget it? And if they do, then we have a measured move off that big ass candle from what, 955.
Yeah, I'd like to see an extension above it. Stop these people out who were short from this morning. But they had, like you said, that's been the line in the sand. That's where they've been holding lately. CVD hasn't really been breaking to the upside either. So it's like usually we'd want to see volume help us squeeze higher. Get out of one contract then at a 2350. If it'll give me 2350 right here, about a tick away.
Measured move off that big ass candle, 6926.25 is a 100% move.
I don't
So
like
we'll
this.
see what happens there.
I want to see a squeeze through it, man, but 1 second left in this 5 minute. It's not looking good. I'd like to get out of this 2350. One contract at least 2350. Okay, there's one. I'm out of one. I'll hold the last one to new high day if we make new high day, because VIX is at new low a day. So that's really where I'd like to see ES find some strength. But if ES fails to find that strength, then obviously if we're not going up, we're going down. So let's see where we're at right now. Getting weak here, getting some buying, but sellers are also failing to drop it. There we go. Alright, stopped out of the last contract. Green on the day. I'd consider a re-entry here, stop at this 17 again. Sort of right where I was before. But just be a little patient off that. We got a bit of a volume imbalance there. Yeah, see that? We're taking it out. If we could hold above 17, this is the bottom of our new range we just created.
5 minute chart shows a rally base drop. That would put the south target
Take one more.
69.16 to 69.15.
Nice. My biggest issue on longs is is our ability to go towards those statistic levels to the downside. Alright, yeah, no more longs. Forget that. I'd still like to see that New York session from yesterday, and that's all the way at 68.92. And we still have this 69.10 to the downside as a target. Just wait. Let's just wait. If we could make some lower highs here off that 23.50, this could be it. VIX isn't really at a key level. VIX has just been continuing to the downside. 15-minute time frame. It's been range bound. 30-minute. That's a tough 30. Bit more bullish on the 30, really, if anything. A lot of chop here. I'd be careful. VIX trying to move lower would be a bullish sentiment. Could look for how this 5-minute wants to close right here. If it gives us that lower wick, could help push us higher. Here's that push up. Yeah, price reacts to this. 2 minutes left in this 5-minute. Said if it created a lower high here, I'd consider a short. It's trying to create that lower high here. But let's see. Gotta really try to hold that 21 now. Okay, it broke it. I'll just wait. Minute 36 left. We get back below 19, I'd consider a short. Be careful on any trade here, guys. This is that 50-50 range. We were hoping to see like a Christmas rally, but unfortunately, we might just be getting poor volume. Poor volume rally.
Well, we still got several days because remember, Christmas rally goes through
The New Year.
December 22nd.
So, yeah, and sometimes through the New Year
27th.
too.
Excuse me, 27th. I think 2 days after Christmas, isn't it?
Yep. Man, I'd want to see these sellers take control, but these buyers have not given up yet. Come on now.
You know about the Santa rally, there could be a 1.4% increase, but I think we've already done that on Friday.
Oh, I got like we probably already hit that extension, maybe.
Yeah, like the average Santa rally is only 1.4% or something along those lines.
Got you. Come on, sellers, are we about to do this dance?
I'm looking for this short down to 69.12-ish.
Yeah, I just got out of one ES short. I'll hold. I said if we made that lower high off of that 23, so I got in short off the lower high of 20, but it's just
Got
been
a
shot.
volume node and a trend line down here around 69.11. So that is a target south. Now, I'm not saying we won't chop, but I think that particular number, 69.11, 69.12, is on deck for some point here soon.
Yeah, that's where I'd like to see us move lower, man. This chop has been so inconsistent that, like, if we haven't found a trend yet, it's almost like why would we try to force a trend now? But again, I'm trading with the volume that we're seeing. Trading off the price action too. Sellers have had quite the move when they take control today. So it is what it is. I scalped out of one contract for profit. I'm in just one left right now of 69.1950. Stop at 69.21. And I'm
We're still
comfortable.
dancing on this trend line, currently at 69.17. VWAP right below us. Bollinger Band down at 69.13. So we definitely have some targets to the south.
Yeah. If equities could start dipping here, man, ES is going to feel it. And equities are looking like they're getting ready to dip. Google rejecting VWAP. Meta pushing lower, Microsoft's pushing lower, Amazon pushing lower, Nvidia needs to start to drop. Come on, ES. Oh, it's getting there. We're getting there. Come on now. VIX looks like we're trying to consolidate back higher. Really want to see that previous New York's range. 83% of the time we trade back into it. But remember, Mondays it's only 63%, so it's not the biggest percent on that. You know what? Yeah, I'll get out here of the range off of VWAP down here. Because if buyers want to hold us here, we're just going to go create another higher high off this higher low. So give me one more dip and I'm out. It's so hard. It's so hard to exit a winning trade when there's so much potential for it to run. I locked in gains already, so it's like I have a small enough stop loss that if it does just reverse, sure, fine. 233 left in the 5 minute. This area has been working as support. Let's see. I don't think it runs back lower again. I think I should have got out before when I said I should get out. Hopefully markets prove me right and wrong all in the same time, and we start moving lower from here. 211 left in the 5 minute. Thinking buyers want to take us for another ride back higher off of this broken supply zone, man. Look at that. We wicked that broken supply zone right there. That becomes demand. Be careful. Could be creating a higher low there. I'm out. Forget this. I think we might even reverse bullish. I almost want to go long there, but I'm just going to call it out on that trade. If it continues lower, so be it. But weighted index is pretty weak. It looks solid. It definitely looks good. A lot of equities are weak. Google's starting to pull back a little bit, and so is Nvidia. If those could start to dump here, I wouldn't be against re-entering. I'm getting a little weakness right now, but I just hate selling the lows like this, especially after we did just have a solid entry before. So if you sell the lows and we reverse, you're sort of screwing yourself on that. Like, there's a reason you got out, right? So don't jump back in. Let's see, 59 left. Selling volume looks okay. Weighted index, NASDAQ might even be a better trade to the downside, really. Let's see. If NQ starts to drop. Look at the weighted index trying to consolidate. Yeah, real tough point here, guys. Really just be patient. Would not look to force anything. We took some nice shorts before. And then we even flipped it long. And we're just sort of just scalping the range today. Equity's getting weak. If I did take anything, I'd go micros at this point. I really wouldn't look for like continuation trades, because look at this, 10 seconds left and we're not even following through yet to the downside. That screams indecision to me. 30-minute. A 30-minute was actually looking more bullish on NASDAQ than ES, but now it's looking like we're getting ready to fail again. Damn, man. ES sell bubble right there.
You know, Fed Mirren was giving all kinds of ideas that we're you know, the recession's not going to happen, so they wouldn't be cutting rates, possibly reading in between the lines. So that's and the Fed Watch tool is quite low today. You've probably already spoken about that.
The Fed Watch. No, you know what? I didn't look at the Fed Watch this morning. I definitely should, though. It's always important to look at the Fed Watch, especially in these market conditions. Beautiful ES. There we go. Come on now. Give us that dive. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Guys, I'm sorry I didn't say this re-entry, but at this point, I wouldn't want to be like, oh, I'm re-entering again. I don't want you guys to be chasing. It's not a good strategy, not a good system. The way I trade, I take the paper cuts, right? So I'm able to re-enter and make the profits back. Oh, amazing. Finally, ES. I'm going to get out completely right there. But I think it's got a ways to go. And I'll look for a re-entry if that's the case. But 344, pretty solid. There's that 69.11 and 69.10 Marziti was mentioning earlier. Good job, Marziti. Always with the great levels.
Yeah, I get a few right every now and then. All right, based on the measured move, if we get a continue to the south, the 111's at 69.10, and then the 1236 at 69.08.
Nice. Now let's see. Now if we could break below the 69.10, this support becomes resistance. So that might be something we want to look for here. So again, we have price targets to the downside, and if we get a strong break with volume, we're gonna go to the downside. We need the volume. Look at the volume down here on our bottom graph. It needs to pick up on this breakdown. Getting there. Don't sell the lows. I wouldn't sell these lows yet, even though that means we'd have to wait for a breakdown and a retest to go short. It means we'd get a lower entry, but that doesn't mean we get a worse entry. That means we're waiting for the break and reclaim, which gives us more confidence. If you go short here before we break support, guess what? Support could still hold, and you might be selling the lows. So just let it play out. We did take out that low right there. That's what I wanted to see. Next area to take out is going to be down here and our midnight, which is the yellow level. So I'd still be more bearish on the ES. A lot of targets to the downside. Good volume trying to pick up down here, but we really need to break below 69.10. It is 10.13 right now. Let's see, 44. Now, let's see. See that support. Let's see. It's trying our best to hold here. Minute left in this 5 minute. And there's a minute left in the 15 minute. So be patient. Hello. Some buyers accumulating down here. Oh, come on now. Oh, I like that 15-minute closing. Nice and bearish. I want to see this break lower. Don't sell the lows, but I want to see this break lower. Buyers coming in. Equity's looking nice and weak. Don't sell the lows. Let's just wait. Could look for a sell down here on a... let's see. Looks okay, man. Looks okay. I hate you go short down here. It pulls back a bit, and then it goes in your favor. You're going to be kicking yourself. A tough point right here. Let's see. Big buyer. There we go. Is why we don't sell the lows. Just be patient. If we start to reverse off a big buyer like that, though, that could be good. So I like the reaction off that buyer. I want to see if that's going to be enough to break us lower now. Pulling back a bit here. Looks like the reaction was not strong enough. Let's just wait. Let's see. If we make another high off of that 15 area, we could be making some higher highs and higher lows. So just be patient, be careful. Here comes 15 again. Oh yeah, look at that, look at that. Let's see. There's range bound, oh boy.
You probably got it marked
Buyers
out.
with
6909 on SPY lines up with a pivot and a 111 extension.
nice. All right, let's see. Gold, ES. Ooh, gold selling pressure. But gold could be creating a higher low there too. 15-minute on gold. Just wait, man. Just wait. Doing all right. 2:30 left in the 5-minute. Would really need to see some type of look. We came back into this consolidation point. Would need to see some type of reaction off of it. But if we don't, might keep going up from here. We hit some strong support down there. Two minutes left. I'm thinking volume ain't enough today. Oh, getting a little bit. We getting something here? Let's see though, create a higher low and we're screwing the people going short up here. Let's be patient, we're still in a range. I like that big impulse move we just had though. Nothing high probability though, nothing like high quality, in my opinion right now. Oh, trading view. Why do you gotta be so laggy? That's annoying. Inconvenient. On a whole nother level. $30 left, guys. Look at how these buyers are not giving up at this point right now. Stuck between that rock and a hard place, right? Where we have support below us, but we have obvious sellers in the market today. We were able to make profit, which we were. Gotta just lock it in and call it a day. Small caps having a day, IWM up. Yeah, that's also what's giving us a tough point right here. IWM, or the Dow, was up, while the NASDAQ was trying to move lower off the open. Look at how well this 25,680 was holding. Good morning, guys. What's going on? Hope you guys had a good weekend. Happy Monday. Look at that pullback, man. Gross. Horrible price action today. It was better this morning, man. It was more readable this morning, but now it's just it's tough. It's chop. Be careful, stay away. Yeah, I think Nvidia was trading higher today too. Yeah, Nvidia gapped up from 181 to 184 today. Maybe I'll make a video today going over like the holiday schedule, like what days markets are open, half days and shit like that. Um, I'll tell you guys right now though. Markets are a half day on Christmas Eve, so Wednesday it's a half day. Thursday markets are completely closed. New York session, of course. And what is it? The New Year's Eve markets are open all day. New Year's Day markets are closed. So it's just Christmas Eve is a half day, and then they're closed New Year's Day and Christmas Day. 10:22 and markets are giving us a whole lot of nothing. At this point, what I like to do is just keep an eye on like the 15-minute time frame, the 30-minute time frame, like which direction are these leaning towards? We see that sellers were trying earlier, but for the most part, we're barcoding. We had a red candle, green candle, red candle, green candle. Last one we had was a strong red, so if we do stay below that one's recent high, we should still sort of be looking more bearish. But that doesn't mean we have to go bearish, because we do see also, again, it's red, green, red, green, red, green. So 6:30 left in this 15-minute time frame, we could let it do its thing. VIX made another new high a day. Now, when VIX makes new high a day, the ES should be making a new low of day. The fact that VIX has been trying to make a new low a day all day today, while ES has not been at a new high a day, is a divergence. Gold doing its thing. Gold's trying to hold the seller down here, try to make a higher low off of that. That could be something if CVD was bullish, but gold, gold, gold. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that on gold. Let's see. Yeah, CVD hasn't really been curving bullish, so I don't want... It was bullish before, though, actually, so that's a good thing. And the dollar's trying to move lower, which is good for gold longs. It is above its previous day high. It's been rallying like crazy. It's pretty extended on gold. Yeah, I'm not going to take gold. Even though it does look better for longs off of this volume right here, to go long off of that. But I'm not going to do that. Let's see, dollar's pretty choppy. It looks okay. It does. 30-minute. These all close in like 5 minutes though, 30-minute and stuff. We'll leave it alone. If it does go in that favor, great. If it doesn't, great. Not taking it. Ah, man, dude, I don't know. Could always do micros and just take it light. But we're in profit. We don't want to be giving it back. We don't want to be silly. Because we could get crazy wicks on gold, and it could stop us out off of a small drop. So if you do take it, you would have to respect the stop loss of that new low a day. Here's a big buyer trying to step in. The question is, can that buyer give us a reaction? And if it doesn't, guess what? We're going down. I'd like to see a strong reaction to the upside on gold here. That would be huge. Dollar's getting weak too. 30-minute looks okay to try to close more bullish, like up here. Great. Okay, little reaction. All right. Nice. Okay. Cool, cool, gold, cool. I think we'll take it for a scalp off that because I'm not trusting it. Let's see. I'd want to see us take out this 55. If we could take out 55 right here, that would be massive on these longs. Here's 54. 54 1. 54 1 2. 54 2. Struggling off 54 2 though. Let's see. Oh, nope. Give me a little wick up. I want to get out. Get me out of here. I want to go home. I want to lock in my profits and go home. Nah, run up, gold. Run up. 210 left in this 5-minute. Getting a little weak here. Manual exit. Forget about it. Forget about it. Oh, okay, gold. All right. Yeah, I should have trusted it. I don't like taking scalps like that where it's like, let's take it for a scalp. Because I don't have a good read on it. I don't have a good risk to reward on it. And it ends up being like a 0.5 to 1, really. Let's see. Gold looks all right. ES and NQ. Look at the divergence there on ES and NQ too. ES moving higher. NASDAQ trying to reject the VWAP and move lower. NAS looks much better to the downside, while VIX looks like it's trying to move lower, which would be bullish. So be careful there, man. Equities pretty weak. Minute 2 left in the 5-minute. I'd really want to see this weighted index right here start to sell off strong. If the weighted index could start to drop, I might look for a scalp on NQ. But it's holding. We got 38 seconds left. VIX moving lower still, so I'm not jumping in any shorts right now. Some more selling pressure. Again, I like it more short, but I'd want to be patient. 22 seconds left. Nvidia trying to hold VWAP. Meta moving lower. Microsoft sort of chopping right now. Apple moving up. I wouldn't take anything, man. 10 seconds left. And we got ES trying to move higher. NAS trying to move lower. Dow's trying to move higher. It's a push-pull right now. It's a real push-pull. Weighted index trying to hold up. It's not looking good on shorts, but it's definitely not looking good on longs either right now. Pretty oversold. Be the only thing really helping us for longs. And that we've been holding this 679 on NQ this morning. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I really need to see equities sell off, like I said before.
Hey Kevin, the Mag 6 I've got in front of me have got I know there's supposed to be 11 of them, or is it 7? They've all hit kind of support in their own price structure for the day, so it could be up.
Gotcha, Dan. Good call. Good eye on that. Gotta keep an eye on that weighted index, man. Very important. Very important. I like it because look, right now it's trying to push weak. It's trying to move lower. So like weighted index would help the NASDAQ trend. So I'd like to see us make some new low a day here on NQ with the weakness we've been seeing. Nvidia moving lower too. Great. There we go. Let's go. Huge. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, the baby. All right, let's see. I'm going to look to manually exit right there because I don't trust it. to continue to trend today because we have not trended below that level yet. And if we do break below it and start to trend, then I'll look for a re-entry. But I don't want to be holding something that's not worth it. Or something that's 50-50, something I don't have confidence in. The big seller stepped in right here. If we're able to make another new low off of this seller, we should see a bit of a trend coming on NQ. Weighted index rejected off that low. VIX is at a key level, trying to move higher. We got 239 left in the 5-minute here. Be patient, be careful, don't sell these lows just yet. Equities bouncing back a little bit. Don't sell the lows.
Hi.
Could be creating some lower highs off of over here. Lower high, lower high. So let's see. Minute 20 left. Gotta try to hold below that 85 now. If we get back above 85, I'm just gonna wait. Minute 38 left. Dude, it's trying. Oh. Oh. That's really funny. Come on now. There's 84. Haven't made a new high off of that high yet. I'll take it with a stop at 85, but it could just run right to stop right now. But I like that we rejected it a couple times there. So really tight stop loss on that. 76 entry, 85 stop, 9-point stop loss, but it could just run right to stop. Weighted index looks weak. I'd want to see that continue. You know, a little bit of buying pressure down here. Somebody's trying to absorb it at 73. 85 is my stop. 76 was my entry. Yeah, here comes 80 again. Let's see. Yeah, we could run to 85. Let's see. Weighted index still weak. 24 seconds left. I'll let the 5-minute close. Either 5-minute closes or we go to stop loss. Only way I get out of this trade right now. Weighted index trying to hold up. Google weak. Big pop on the VIX right there. Should help us try to move lower. But we will have to see. I'm still in it. 85 stop loss, 76 entry. Wow, let's go. Nice little reaction there. Beautiful, guys. Let's go. Huge. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Guys, this short gets 5 big booms. Let's see. Can we break this 60? Very strong level here. There's 61. There's 61. Manual exit. I'm out. Nice little scalp on Nas shorts. Bringing it to 5 on the day. Very happy with that. Good way to start the week. Just range-bound price action, but we were still able to be patient and execute accordingly. And even flip biases when necessary. So good job, everybody. And gold. That long position on gold that I chickened out of, look at how it ran up. That would have been another great trade if anybody took that on gold. So a lot of good setups today. All had required us to be patient. And not sell the lows, but sell the dip. Sell the rips, right? Look at that. Nice Nas. Boom. Huge. Wow. Dude, that was a cool entry before, right? Off that 85 stop loss, it was like 76, 85 stop loss. Wow, Naz, keep going. Remember, price targets on ES I had all the way down at 68.93. So now that we're trying to move on ES, let's see. Remember the 69.10? I wanted to see us below it, maybe 69.06. Retrace and go short off of that. Good job, everybody. Good work. Good morning, everybody. Yo, if you're here on YouTube, drop a comment, because I don't know if I'm seeing the comments today. I'll refresh the page and see. 2 likes. Nah, yeah, we're good, we're good. There we go, ES. Beautiful selling pressure. Oh my goodness. Dow selling off too. VIX pushing up. Oh, wow. NASDAQ. You crazy. Nas is going to fill that ultimate reversal setup. Gap fill price targets 25,580 on NQ. 600's a price target. Dude, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. No way. 2 minutes left in this 5 minutes of close, and we're definitely going to let that close. Now be careful, we had a reaction to this price level, the 69.10, 69.09. If we create a higher low here and a higher high, we might reverse here and trap a lot of sellers at these lows. That might be the case. That might be the case. Be careful. I might look for a long here off of this reversal. Look at that higher high formed. Entry would have been over here around 10. Stop loss at 08. Let's see what the VIX is doing. The VIX is still struggling, and I have targets to the downside, so this wouldn't be a trade I want to take right now. That's funny, when I said right now, it would have been a good entry. Let's see, let's see. I want to be patient. We don't have much support under us anymore. We did take out strong volume right here at the 69.10, though. A lot more selling delta down here, though, too. 52 seconds left. Getting some buying volume there. Again, almost want to try that there with the buying volume. Stop at the low we created before, but the selling pressure was pretty strong, so we do want to be a little careful. But look at the buyers trying to reverse off the 69.10. Swept 69.10 trying to reverse off of it. We've got 24 seconds for this 5 to close. I want to see us move higher off of this. That would be huge. All those people looking for a huge sell-off today just to get reversed on. But let's be patient. Sellers were looking pretty nasty. Three seconds. Yeah, looking better for the sells. Let's just be patient. Forget the longs. Possibly Nas, but I don't know. Let's wait. Let's wait. NQ killed it today. Killed it. So we just want to be patient now. Yes. Let's see. We'll see. We'll see. VIX moving higher, which would help the shorts. Equity's still selling off pretty strong. NAS pulling back, ES pulling back. Almost want to short NQ instead of ES off of the weakness NASDAQ is presenting over the ES. But let's just wait and see. 4 minutes left in this 5-minute. Weighted index still weak. Equity's selling off. Come on, Nas. Pull back a little bit more towards 660. 673. 73 is where I wanted to get short on NQ. But it does look like we're finding some selling pressure here. So just be patient. Gold continued. That's crazy how good of a setup that was on gold. See how much weaker the Nasdaq is than ES right now? Struggling big time. Just wait 1 second here. Equity's trying to hold up. I'd really want to be short NQ. I just need to find a better entry. 3 minutes left in this 5 minute. Trying to hold up here. There we go. Give us a little pullback here. ES, what are you doing? Nothing really on ES. NAS would really be like the 70s. Here's some buying. There we go. Let's see if we hit 70. Here's 68. Our last lower high we created was at 81. So I'd like to see if 81 can try to hold. It is a fair value gap up there on Nasdaq on the 5 minute. And we did have our initial balance form too. So I'll look for a rejection here on NQ for possible shorts. Would need to see that weighted index. Just found a little bit of weakness on the weighted index, but we got a lot of buying pressure. 81 would be stop if I tried short here. But it looks like it might just run right to stop if buyers can hold this strength up. Come on, give us a reaction. Let's see some sellers take it back. There we go. Nice. It's a solid reaction so far. We want to see these sellers hold us below 70 now, possibly get us back below 60. But if they hold a higher low here, we head towards 77, take a higher high. Buyers might be able to flip it. They definitely tried to flip it on ES, but remember, Nasdaq has had more weakness today. Look at that, trying to hold. Weighted index still pretty weak, so that's why I would consider a short here. But 81 stop loss, we're about 7-8 points away from that. Just tried to make another new high, but we double topped right there. Be careful. I think we might run towards 80. $45 seconds left. I really need to see selling pressure step in and bring us back below this 65. But looking at these buyers, it looks like they want to see 81, 82. And that is going to get me out of the shorts. So let's see if this 80 wants to hold as resistance. But right now, buyers are trying their best to push us through. We got 20 seconds left on this 5 minute, running out of time to reject. Trying to push through, 80. Let's see. Makes one more run for the highs, I'm out. It's right near my, it was literally a point away from my stop loss, so I am expecting it to go towards stop. There's 80 again. 82 is my stop. Or 80, yeah, 82. There, no, yes, no, come on. Finding selling pressure. We're definitely finding sellers up here, but it does look like we're trying to reject back higher and break this point. Wow. Really need to see that weighted index start to sell off. We need to see equities get weak here. If we don't, we're going higher. Ooh, that 15's even looking good for a reversal back higher too. On ES and NQ. And if that's the case, if we start like pushing up, if we get above 93 right here on Nasdaq, I'm gonna be bullish, right? So I'm changing my bias off of that. But if we stay below, I'm still in the shorts. Yeah, no, I don't like that. Oh, they're pulling the resistance above us. Then ideally we're making higher lows even. VIX trying to move lower too. Alright, there's stop on Nas. It is what it is. We're still green, man. That's how it is. Let's see, 15-minute. We were looking for the 15 to reverse then. So, not for nothing, but is the market setting up for another trade setup? Buying volumes coming in. We're making higher highs, making higher lows-ish. You can see Nvidia's pushing higher. A lot of people short down over here, so this is going to be a good spot for a possible reversal. 15, I wanted to see us rally. So I do, again, want to possibly see about a long, but we really need to start to hold soon somewhere. Like that pullback right there looks okay, if we could start to find some buying pressure. But if we get back below 70, sellers might be able to take some control. Here we go, 72. But I liked that 15 for a reversal, so I wouldn't look for shorts. I'd really only be looking for longs, or I'd be looking for nothing at the moment. So either shorts break us lower real strong, we head towards 55, I reverse bias, or buyers hold us, and I either look for a long on some type of break and retest, or I just don't take any trades at all. But I was looking for the 15-minute to rally on NASDAQ here. So red basing, then a 15-minute rally afterwards, like a strong move. But if sellers step in, guess what? We ain't getting a strong move. CVD was trying to climb back higher since these buyers stepped in. So that is a bullish sentiment. But look at these sellers still trying their best to hold us, doing what they can. Look at this, sellers trying. Come on, sellers, I want you to fail. But these buyers want to fail just as much. VIX is trying to move lower. Nvidia's pulling back. CVD, market pulse. Want to see this start pulsing green, bullish. It's struggling right now, real struggle right now. Yeah, not a fan of that. Weighted index week 2. Really need a squeeze higher. And a squeeze above 80. And 25,880. If we get above 25,880, we should be okay. But 26 seconds left on this 5-minute. We're running out of steam, time, and possibly volume on this trade. So we really need to see a turnaround here on the 5-minute on NQ for buyers to hold. Nope. Sellers said we got one more oomph left in us. Let's see. 1 second. Are we gonna find some buying or what? Selling volume, not a fan of it anymore on the longs. Really got weak there. Yeah, it really got weak there, guys. Just wait. Let's see. But I like that sell bubble. Usually we look for the volume to react to, so let's just wait. VIX moving lower still. On the 15. Looking for a reverse back higher. So if I could buy anywhere lower before we reverse would be great if we do reverse, right? So that's sort of the setup, what I'm looking for right now. This is a low volume range right here. Between like 53 and 62. 53 and 62. So I'll re-enter off that 53.62 and just sort of play it safer there. I like the reaction so far. It was a quick reaction. 3:30 left in the 5-minute. 15 minutes, got 8.5 left. If we could take out a new high here, that would be massive, guys. But it looks like we're trying to... Ooh, little struggle there. Yeah, I'm not a fan of all the struggle we're seeing. Nvidia's trying to move higher. I'd really need to see equity start to, like, pump here. Apple's trying but struggling. A lot of equities just struggling at this point. Need a strong break. VIX, weighted index trying to move higher. VIX moving lower. These are bullish sentiments. We're just real weak up here, no doubt about it, right? We pushed up before we rejected. We pushed up again in here, we're rejecting. So if you did get long at that pullback, this might even be a good spot to exit. I'm personally probably going to look to exit. Or at least I'll put my stop loss at the low we created over here, so I could sort of play this a bit safer and try to let the buyer play out. If that 15-minute analysis was correct, I want to let my winner run. VIX moving lower still. 2:30 left in the 5-minute. I'm not a fan of the 2:30 left in the 5 minutes. Plenty of time for it to wick back lower too. Nvidia's still moving up. Google's moving up. Microsoft, Meta trying to move higher. So everything is trying to move higher except for Amazon right now. So hopefully we get another little kick higher on NASDAQ here. And I might look to exit for a scalp. Or even 95 is a possible target to the upside. We got new targets forming to the upside if we can hold this low we created over here and take out this 87. So I'd like to see this buyer try to hold us up. I'd like to see this buyer take a new high and the seller reversed on. Minute 32 left. Now we're getting somewhere. Good morning, everybody. Getting chopped, that's what we're getting right now. Weighted index still looking more bullish than bearish, and so is the VIX. Nvidia moving higher, Amazon's weak, Microsoft's moving higher, Apple's moving higher. A lot of equities showing some bullish strength right now. I don't want to exit these longs just right now, but again, sellers showing that they are still present in the market. Be careful, beware. My entry on this re-entry was 67, so I could try to let this 5 close, see if it closes green. If it doesn't, probably just going to get out for, if not break even, maybe a smaller loss. But I'm in just some micros right now, because we were green on the day from some other trades. There we go, there's 81. Come on now, breach that 82. Okay, is that the recent high? Come on, take this recent high out right here. We double tapped at 82.50, come on now. Trying to make some lows here though, be careful. Come on, squeeze up. VIX moving lower. Weighted index took a bit of a hit there. Be careful. Let's see. Closed green. 15-minute. Really need to see us start to get like above some key levels, man. We're trying to go green and we're just failing and failing. I really need to see some buyers step in. Take us above these highs, man. VIX moving lower still. I don't like that the weighted index is looking like it wants to move lower too. Makes me think NAS is a fake out right here. Nvidia had a strong pump up though, but it's seeing a rejection. 417 left in the 5-minute. I'll be patient. I'm not a big fan of these longs anymore. We took out these highs. Just really need to see 87 get taken out too, and we haven't taken out 87. In fact, looks like we're coming back down towards 74 right now. So I really need to see 74 higher low hold so we could take out some higher highs again. Nvidia moving back to the upside. Google did take a bit of a hit. It's rejecting VWAP right now. So did Apple. 3:30 left in the 5-minute, and I believe 3:30 left in the 15 too. Yeah, so again, I'd want to see some buyers take control as soon as possible because I want to find continuation and follow through here, right? We've been chopping all day. Want to see this 15-minute give us our reversal. My stop is at the low of this 5-minute candle. We're looking to see if we could even head towards some highs. 3 minutes left in this 5-minute. Really struggling to get above 85 and 87. Here's 83. Here's 84. Here's 85. All right, 86. Come on now. We're so close, man. So close to 87. The 88 broke it. Nice. I like to see that. Gives me some strength in these longs, some confidence. We'll look to hold it. VIX moving lower. Weighted index trying to move higher. And look at the 15. I will now be waiting for the 15-minute candle to close. I like the buying volume that came out from here. And that's where we're at right now. $2.30 left in the 15. Nvidia moving higher. Google looks like it's trying to get back to the upside. Want to see volume on this breakout here. If not, the 15 hasn't closed yet. It could be a fake out. Remember, I was looking for the 15 to close bullish up here. We have 2 minutes left. If it closes down here, that completely gets rid of that trade setup. So we'll be patient. I took it light enough size that if it happens, it's just a small loss. Still green on the day. And that's it, guys. Just how the way the cookie crumbles. There we go. Nas with some more buying. Minute 53 left in the 5 and 15. Some more buying volume coming in too, so that looks good. Nvidia moving higher. Google looks okay. I like the buying volume that's still showing up here. Minute 30 left in the 5 and 15. I don't like that we're starting to consolidate. I'd want to see some follow through. I do like that we created the higher highs though. So I'm not just going to chicken out right here. We got a minute 30 left. If it does somehow reverse and go to stop, then so be it. It happens. It wasn't meant to hit. Weighted index is definitely a bit weaker, which does give me a bit more of a bearish sentiment. So I could even look to exit for some profit if we get another move higher, if weighted index stays weak. A minute 02 left. This could just be a pullback before we push back up to those highs. And remember, 15-minute, I wanted us to close at least above this white level. So we have 53 seconds left. I'd like to see us get back higher. Ooh, there we go. So here's some selling volume. If we don't reverse off this might go to stop loss, guys. 37 seconds left. Trying to reverse off that. Be careful. If we had better, like, anything, I would be adding right here and put my stop loss on the add right over here. But I'm not that confident anymore because that 15 minutes really running out of time. Yeah, that's a shame. I'm still in it. But I'm probably going to look to exit somewhere. That 15 did not close how I wanted it to. So I'll look to see an exit here on a pullback. Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm gonna get out right there. Just a little lock-in because the 15 did not close in my favor, and that's what I was looking for. Now, if this does continue, so be it, but my analysis was off of this 15-minute, and this one closed red. We would have wanted to see this one close green, higher, to help give us some follow-through. Good morning, everybody. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. Hope you're all doing well. Guys, it is 11, man. Usually we wrap it up around 10:30 because markets get choppy around now, but 10:30 is when markets started to give us a bit of a move. So good stuff there. Nas, look at that, man. I'm glad I got out of the Nas longs because I wasn't trusting it anymore, and it's important to trust your analysis. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm wrapping up the stream there. Hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget, Wednesday is going to be a half day for the market. Let me know what you guys think in the chat if we should go live on Wednesday, because volume's probably going to be much lower. It's Christmas Eve Wednesday, so let me know if we should go live or not, and whatever you guys say is what we will do. Alright, everybody, but I will see you guys tomorrow. YouTube, I'll be live tomorrow, too, for the week of Christmas, and if you aren't here tomorrow, and we don't go live Wednesday, on Friday, I will be co-hosting the Benzinga pre-market playbook show with, what's it called? With Ryan. So Wednesday's pre-market playbook on Friday's pre-market playbook on Benzinga. So that'll be a good show. That'll be fun. That's the day after Christmas. Alright, everybody. I hope you guys had a great day. Hope you guys made a little money with me today. Now, I was up more before, and I took a few more paper cuts, so that was a little poor execution on my end, but still green on the day. And that's how we like to start the week.